But our big story today is coming from the Rajya Sabha elections, where remember, the BJP has pulled off a big win in Himachal Pradesh. We're going to put the numbers on the screen in a moment of what happened in Himachal Pradesh, but suffice to say, as many as 9 MLAs cross-voted, 6 Congress MLAs, 3 independents, which meant that the Congress, which has a majority in Himachal Pradesh, has lost out the Rajya Sabha seat. Harsh Majan, who you can see on the screen there, is the victorious BJP candidate, won on a draw of lots after both sides interestingly tied at 34 seats each. Abhishek Manu Singh there losing out in that battle. Those were the numbers. Congress, which had 43 seats, down to 34 because of the loss of 6 of its MLAs and 3 independents. Those 6 MLAs, we are told, are in BJP custody in Haryana. The BJP going up from 25 to 34, a tie, and Congress losing on a draw of lots. Let's turn to Himachal in a moment, Preeti, because what's your sense? Did the Congress get caught napping, or was the BJP in a way simply much smarter, more nimble, was waiting for a moment to pounce? And where does this leave the Congress government there?
You know, I actually think, Rajdeep, that the Congress wasn't just caught napping. The Congress had seen the writing on the wall but refused to read it. Why do I say it is, even, when the election results were declared, you and I both know that there are, it's an open secret. In Himachal, there are 2 very well-entrenched camps. One, of course, Pratibha Singh, Vikramaditya Singh, the other Sukhwinder Sukhu. And when Sukhwinder Sukhu was given the chief ministership, you saw the disaffection between these 2 camps. And it wasn't hidden from the High Command at that point of time. Let's hark back when the Ram Mandir inauguration was going on. There was an unsaid whip by the Congress that we are not going to attend the inaugural ceremony of the Ram Mandir. Who defied that whip? Vikramaditya, and went for the inauguration ceremony.
Vikramaditya, for our viewers, is the son of Pratibha Singh, or son of the former Chief Minister, Veerbhadra Singh. Go on.
Also, what's interesting is Harsh Mahajan was the advisor to Veerbhadra Singh at one point of time. So it's all coming together in some sort of a way. One can't really, argue that the Congress didn't know. The Congress could have avoided it. Juxtapose this, Rajdeep, with what is going on in Karnataka, where you have a DK Shiv Kumar who actually ran that election in Karnataka like a poll booth agent. That is what one had to do in a place like Himachal Pradesh, where the election was literally yours. You were 40, and at some point of time, even the 3 MLAs, early as late last night, had said that they're going to vote with you, but that didn't quite happen. What happened? That you came down to an even keel of 34-34, and then, as would have it, even luck supported the Bharatiya Janata Party, and you drew lots, and it was Harsh Mahajan.
There's another twist to this tale, and this is what I was told, is that there was a debate whether Sonia Gandhi should contest from Karnataka, Telangana, Rajasthan and Himachal Pradesh. They chose the safest seat for Mrs. Gandhi, which was Rajasthan, because the Congress there had sufficient number of MLAs, and they were in the opposition there to win that seat easily. Instead, they chose to send Sonia Gandhi to Rajasthan and not to Himachal Pradesh. It could be argued that had Sonia Gandhi gone to Himachal Pradesh, maybe, just maybe, there wouldn't have been this kind of cross-voting. Or maybe the Congress typically was risk-averse, didn't want to take that risk. That's one part of it. The second part, of course, is very clear. Abhishek Manu Singh, I can tell you, was told only at the last moment that he was going to Himachal. He had put in his bag both a sweater and a bush shirt. A bush shirt meant he was going down south to contest Rajya Sabha. Sweater meant he was going to Himachal Pradesh. A third point, the truth is, Preeti, the fact is the BJP also has used its state power, taken these 6 MLAs to Haryana at the moment, and thereby protected them. So there's a bit of both. The Congress being caught napping, and you could argue the BJP also using state power, some would say, to steal the election from the Congress. So there are both these facts that are playing out at the moment, and it's not just in Himachal, it's happening across the country. We are seeing across the country defections taking place from various opposition parties. We've seen it in Uttar Pradesh, and we'll talk about that in a moment. But just take a look at this story, because across the country in the last 2 months leading up to the general elections, the Congress is finding a number of its MLAs switching over, as are the other parties. The BJP is rising, and many of these parties or many of these individuals are choosing to be with the rising sun. Take a look.
These images, just a couple of months ahead of the 2024 Lok Sabha elections, tell a story. The The MLAs flashing victory sign in Lucknow during the Rajya Sabha elections are those who have switched sides to the BJP from the Samajwadi Party. As many as 7 MLAs, led by the SP Chief Whip Manoj Pandey, who quit the post on Tuesday morning, jumped the ship, dealing a big blow to the BJP's principal challenger in India's most populous state.
राज्यसभा के चुनाव में बीजेपी ने जिस तरीके से वोटिंग हो रही है, आप क्या कहेंगे?
पैकेज से वोटिंग हो रही है, डरा के वोटिंग हो रही है, और जब सरकार पूरी लगी होगी तो ऐसी वोटिंग कराएंगे, लोगों को ले जाएंगे अपने पास।
माननीय योगी जी को धन्यवाद देने का दिन है। मैं अपने तरफ से और अपने समाज की तरफ से आज जो मैंने मत दिया है उनको धन्यवाद दिया है बस।
State after state, the opposition is seeing an exodus every week, every day. And here is a count for Tuesday. In Maharashtra, the state Congress working president Basavaraj Patil quit the party. He is headed for the BJP. His exit comes just days after former chief minister and Maratha leader Ashok Chavan left the Congress. In Gujarat, former union minister and Congress Rajya Sabha MP Naran Bhai Rathwa and his son Sangram Singh Rathwa joined the BJP. The 2 Congress MLAs, Murari Gautam and Siddharth Saurav, and 1 RJD MLA, Sangeeta Kumari, crossed over to the NDA in Bihar.
सभी का स्वागत है। सभी का स्वागत है।
लूटा जाएगा, तोड़ लिया जाएगा, सरकार तोड़ ली जाएगी, पार्टियां तोड़ दी जाएगी, मुख्यमंत्री को तोड़ लिया जाएगा। जब हमारे मुख्यमंत्री को तोड़ लिया तो सदस्य को तोड़ रहा है तो कौन बड़ी बात है।
In neighbouring Jharkhand, Congress has already lost its only MP from the state, Geeta Koda, wife of former Chief Minister Madhu Koda, who was convicted in a co-scam case. Geeta Koda joined the BJP on Monday. The list of defections to the saffron camp is getting longer every passing day. The BJP is evidently working overtime to meet the target of 370 set by Prime Minister Narendra Modi for the Lok Sabha elections. Bureau Report, India Today.
Okay, let's look though at Himachal Pradesh once again for a moment, because that's where the big story has broken, because there's a story within a story. If Preeti, it appears that the Congress has lost 6 of its MLAs and 3 independents have also defected, will we now see a potential vote of no confidence in the Sukhwinder Sukhu government, and could the Congress be losing its one government in North India? How big a fear is that?
It should be a big fear where the Congress is concerned, because technically, you know, if you count Himachal as part of the Hindi heartland, then it is the smallest state that the Congress has in the Hindi heartland. And if they do lose this state, then they lose any representation in the Hindi heartland, and that comes right before elections 2024. What we are getting in, Rajdeep, was also, and you know, you can ask Manjeet that question, he's going to be joining us. The BJP is now actually looking at going in for a no trust vote as soon as tomorrow. Then what happens? Yeah,
you know, we'll come to that, because let's listen in first to Jairam Thakur and Abhishek Manu Singh. Remember, Abhishek Manu Singh ended up on the losing side. Jairam Thakur, former Chief Minister of the BJP, is victorious today, and as Preeti said, he's already talking about the potential of a no confidence motion, saying that the Chief Minister must resign. Remember, this is the one North Indian state controlled by the Congress. So that would be another huge setback on the back of assembly election defeats in December for the Congress party. But let's pause and listen in to the victor and the vanquished in Himachal Pradesh.
कांग्रेस का मुकाबला तो भाजपा से था ही नहीं, कांग्रेस से ही मुकाबला था। क्या सीख कांग्रेस ले पाएगी? बहुत सारे राज्यों में ऐसा हुआ।
एक तरह से आप गलत ही बोल रहे हैं, क्योंकि ये वही लोग हैं जो कांग्रेस के ऊपर आए टिकट पे, कांग्रेस के इतने फायदे उठाए, कांग्रेस से इतने लाभ लिए, अपने आप को कांग्रेसमैन कहते रहे, कल रात तक हमारे साथ कांग्रेसमैन की हैसियत से खाना खाया। तो आप बिल्कुल सही कह रहे हैं।
शाम तक कस्में जो लोग खाते थे, सुबह तक फिर कस्में खाते रहे, और जब अपना ईमान ही बेच दिया, जो विधायक चुनकर कांग्रेस के चुनाव चिन्ह पर आया, वह 9 क्रॉस वोटिंग हुई है, जिसमें 3 तो आजाद उम्मीदवार है, उनके बारे में मैं कुछ नहीं कहना चाहूँगा। 6 जो उम्मीदवार चुनकर आए, जिन्होंने अपना ईमान ही बेच दिया, वो भारतीय जनता पार्टी को उनके क्षेत्रों में हरा कर आए हैं।
अभी जानकारी जो हमको मिली है, विधिवत घोषणा अभी होने को बाकी है, लेकिन काउंटिंग कंप्लीट हुई है, ये जानकारी मिली है। और बराबर वोट 34-34 होने के पश्चात जो जानकारी है उसका हम इंतजार कर रहे हैं कि पोस्टल बैलेट बराबर हुए और उसके बाद एक वोट से जीत हुई है। जो डाला गया, जो पर्ची के माध्यम से वहां पर रिजल्ट डिक्लेयर करने की बात कर रही है।
Okay, so you've got the victorious BJP. Are they now going to pounce and try and bring down a Congress government? Kamaljeet Sandhu joins me. Kamaljeet, is there a real possibility now of a vote of no confidence against the Sukhwinder Sukhu government later this week or maybe in the next fortnight?
Well, what was supposed to be uneventful elections turns out to be a big disaster for the Congress party. And yes, tomorrow is obviously the budget session, and there will be an misappropriation of the appropriation bill. And that is when, once the budget bill fails, with the numbers now technically falling short for the Congress party, and we've been told it's not just the 9, but there could be more MLAs who could be against Sukhwinder Sukhu. So obviously a big danger coming in line for the Congress party. And remember, at one point of time, they were even considering the seat for Sonia Gandhi, but now it looks that things have gone topsy-turvy. And now it seems that the Himachal Pradesh Congress government seems to be in danger, them falling short, and obviously then BJP going ahead and moving no confidence motion. Even during the time when we know that there were several camps within the Congress party, especially Sukhwinder Sukhu versus Pratibha, and that is when there was also a whole lot of talk that BJP could actually pull the plug out on Sukhwinder Sukhu government. Now is the time that they've decided to go for it. Not only has they faced embarrassment in the Rajya Sabha seat, they've also going to pull the plug as far as the government is concerned, with the numbers standing in favor of BJP and against the Congress government. This seems the writing on the wall, and perhaps whether there's going to be a change of guard or perhaps Sukhwinder Sukhu has very limited options, and so does Congress party, because this seems that this is going just the way against Congress party for now, with the numbers clearly stacked in favor of BJP. And it does seem that Sukhwinder Sukhu government doesn't have too long to live as far as Himachal Pradesh is concerned.
So you could have another Congress government being toppled, and this is an interesting point that I want to bring you to. In the last 4 years alone, governments that have been toppled, either through poaching, defections, use whatever word you want. 2019, the Kumaraswamy government in Karnataka, he's of course now a BJP ally, but that was brought down soon after Mr. Modi won his second big victory that year. In 2020, it was the Kamal Nath government in Madhya Pradesh that was brought down. In 2022, it was the Uddhav Thackeray government in Maharashtra that was brought down. This, of course, in previous times, other governments like Arunachal Pradesh have also seen a switch in sides. Now it could be Himachal Pradesh. So are we going to see Operation Lotus playing out? And is there a possibility, Preeti, of the Congress maybe waking up and possibly changing their chief minister, looking for someone else to try and patch up what seems to be internal rifts that the BJP has capitalized upon?
Well, that's a line of the Congress could go, because Rajdeep, if you look at it, these 6 MLAs have already at some point of time made it very clear to the proverbial high command of the Congress that they're not happy with the leadership. As early as today, you had Pratibha Singh, who's not for the first time made it clear that the Congress government in Himachal is not actually acting on what it really should be doing in terms of development or whatever.
No, is it development, or are these people who are just frustrated not getting ministerships?
Cabinet berths.
Is it simply about that?
And what is the message coming in from there? The message coming in from there is that we are not going to the BJP. We want to be with the Congress, but we are unhappy with the chief minister. So will now, just maybe to tide over the current crisis going into election 2024, that the Congress look for a compromise candidate. Maybe not remove, remove Sukhwinder Sukhu, but get somebody not from the Pratibha Singh camp, but somebody who possibly can go in and for now ceasefire.
Is it too late? Because the very fact that 6 MLAs have gone allegedly with BJP protection to Haryana seems to suggest the BJP is clearly moving to a plan that there seems to be an Operation Lotus, a term which is used to often define Sam, Dam, Dand, Bhed politics. Is it too late? Or do you believe it's still possible that the Congress can save this last state that they have now?
Well, if the BJP has enough cards up its sleeve, then this... Let me ask you that question. Would these MLAs have been moved to Panchkula in Haryana if the BJP did not have a plan?
I think the BJP has a plan. I think the BJP, remember, let's not forget, Preeti, JP Nadda, BJP's president, is from Himachal Pradesh. The BJP has been smarting over the fact that they lost this election in 2022. And in Himachal Pradesh, the margins can be narrow. Even if the seats seem wide, in vote share, the margins were narrow. So the BJP has been waiting for this moment. Also, interestingly, Harsh Majan is a former congressman. He switched to the BJP just before the election because he was hoping the BJP would win in 2022. The BJP didn't.
Never lost an election in his life, by the way.
That's right. And the interesting point here, let's just listen in. Our reporter is with Harsh Majan at the moment.
से वोट मांगा कि अगर आप खुश हो तो खुश रहो, अगर नहीं हो तो आप मेरे को वोट डालो। तो मेरा समझता हूं कि अंतरात्मा से उन्होंने वोट डाला है और ये शानदार जीत हमको मिल गई।
आप कांग्रेस के साथ 5 दशकों तक रहे, 3 चुनाव जीते आपने और कभी कोई चुनाव हारा नहीं। आपको वीरभद्र सिंह जी जो स्वर्गीय हैं, उनका रणनीतिकार माना जाता है उनका। तो क्या जो रणनीति आपने सीखी उसका इस्तेमाल कांग्रेस के खिलाफ ही हो गया?
नहीं, ऐसी थी कि वीरभद्र सिंह जी मेरे गुरु थे और मैं उनकी बहुत आदर करता हूं, उनके परिवार की आदर करता हूं। तो जो उन्होंने मेरे को सिखाया या उनके माध्यम से मैंने ये सारी तस्वीर देखी हिमाचल प्रदेश की, वो मेरे काम आई और मैं जीत गया। बस यही बात है, कोई सिंपल है, मेरी बड़ी राजनीति नहीं है। मैं लोगों के लिए काम करता हूं, बिना पार्टी लाइन के काम करता हूं, बिना किसी भी वर्ग का आदमी हो उसके साथ हमारा अच्छा है और सारे इलाके में हिमाचल के जानता हूं, इसलिए कोई मेरे लिए मुश्किल काम नहीं हुआ। पर ये जरूर हुआ कि इस सरकार के फेलियर उजागर हो गए और इस सरकार यह ज्यादा देर अब चलने वाली नहीं है, क्योंकि आज कुछ और लोग हमारे से संपर्क कर रहे थे कि अब हम ऊपर नहीं आएंगे इनके अगेंस्ट।
तो कांग्रेस के सिर्फ 6 जो MLAs थे उन्होंने क्रॉस वोटिंग आज की। बिल्कुल। आप दावा कर रहे थे कि बहुत सारे लोग हैं।
9 वोट है ना, तो 9 मिनट से आपको क्या पता कांग्रेस के 6 है ना?
आप मान रहे सभी कांग्रेस के हैं?
हाँ, मैं यही मान रहा हूँ कि सभी कांग्रेस के हैं और जो बाकी हैं वो एक उनमें एक कॉन्शियस भी थी कि चलो हमने अपनी पार्टी का स्थान खत्म कर दिया अब, है ना, उनको वोट देके कांग्रेस को, अब वो ओपनली हमारे साथ है और ये सरकार गिर जाएगी।
अगली क्या स्ट्रेटजी है? ऑपरेशन लोटस ब्लूम कर रहा है शिमला में?
नहीं, पर ऑपरेशन लोटस की बात ही नहीं है यहाँ। हमारा ऑपरेशन लोटस सुखू जी ने कर दिया है तो हमने क्या करना? तो ये सरकार फेलियर है, ये सरकार अपनी गारंटीज, अपने जो वायदे किए थे लोगों से कुछ नहीं कर सकी और इसलिए लोग, हिमाचल तो छोटी स्टेट है, पढ़े लिखे लोग हैं यहाँ, हमारे सिंपल लोग हैं, तो वो बोलते नहीं इस चीज को। तो अब वो नाराज हैं तो नाराज हैं, अब उनको मनाना तो इनका काम था ना, वो हमने मना लिए।
तो भारतीय जनता पार्टी फ्लोर टेस्ट की मांग करेगी?
बिल्कुल करेगी, फ्लोर पे गिरेंगे ये ऑन दी, तो इसमें कोई शक की बात नहीं है। वाई नॉट? जबकि तो कोई भी पॉलिटिकल पार्टी हो वो तो करती है ये चीज, तो हमको करना चाहिए।
कहा स्वर्गीय वीरभद्र सिंह आपके राजनीतिक गुरु थे, तो आपको लगता है कि उनके चले जाने के बाद कांग्रेस में बिखराव हो गया और जो स्थिति आज है, देखिए सत्तारूढ़ दल होने के बावजूद भी एक सीट पर जीत नहीं दर्ज कर पाए?
बिल्कुल, ये तो वीरभद्र जी इतने टॉल लीडर थे, 6 दफा मुख्यमंत्री थे, 21-22 साल उनका टेन्योर रहा, तो वो तो एक हिमाचल के बहुत टॉल लीडर थे, टॉलेस्ट लीडर थे, उनसे तो है। पर अब मैं देख रहा हूं कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी की कार्यशैली जो है आज की डेट में, मोदी जी के अंडर या अमित शाह जी के अंडर या नड्डा साहब के अंदर, वो अब कोई कांग्रेस में रहने वाला नहीं है। जिसको ये जो कांग्रेस तो वैसे डिसमेंटल हो रही है, कांग्रेस में तो अब वही रह गए जिसको भारतीय जनता पार्टी नहीं लेना चाहती।
There we have Harsh Majan claiming that the cross-voting took place because of a conscience vote. People who didn't want to remain with the Congress leadership or wanted a change in Congress leadership are the ones who voted for him. Now remember, it's not just Himachal Pradesh. Cross-voting has also taken place today in Uttar Pradesh, where 7 Samajwadi Party MLAs ensured that the BJP won 8 out of the 10 seats in Uttar Pradesh. The Samajwadi Party only won 2 out of the 3 seats in contested. Notably, Samajwadi Party's Jaya Bachchan got the maximum number of votes in Uttar Pradesh. She's been a Rajya Sabha MP now for 2 decades. As the results were announced, celebrations erupted at the BJP office in Lucknow. A clear sign again there that the Samajwadi Party now finds itself in a tough position. Akhilesh Yadav conceding defeat on the 3rd seat. He said the 3rd seat was a mere test to know who is the real friend of the SP. In a blow to Samajwadi Party earlier today, his chief whip of the party, Manoj Kumar Pandey, also resigned from his post with immediate effect. How does that play out in UP? I'm joined by Abhishek Mishra. Abhishek Mishra, in a week where Akhilesh Yadav has been with Rahul Gandhi on his Bharat Jodo Nyay Yatra, setback on the ground in Lucknow, what went wrong? Did the Samajwadi Party expect the cross-voting?
Well, absolutely, Rajdeep, and it's a major setback for the Samajwadi Party just before the general elections in Uttar Pradesh. What is ironic is they were expecting some external support. 4 votes they were only wanting in order to send the 3rd candidate to the Rajya Sabha, but lost to 8 or 9 votes, which were they were optimistic of getting. They lost their own ones. 7 of the MLAs from the Samajwadi Party cross-voted, 1 absent, and 1 from the BSP who voted in favor of the BJP. There is also 1 cross-voting from the Suhel Dev Party MLA who voted for Jaya Bachchan. So that's why her tally has gone to 41 and Ramji Suman on 40. But one thing is very clear with the kind of voting pattern that Samajwadi Party had that realization by the morning itself when one by one there was confirmation of these MLAs being rebel, Manoj Pandey resigning from the post, Abhay Singh, Rakesh Pratap Singh, all these other MLAs, voicing and the sources which were confirming that it is very unlikely now that the Samajwadi Party will get a confirmed seat with the 3rd candidate. So what they did is they made sure that at least 2 of them goes comfortably. That is why the highest number of votes in the first preference is for Jaya Bachchan and for Ramji Suman. So that is what Samajwadi Party realized. And when we spoke to Akhilesh as well, he also said that the BJP is using money, using power, and they're making sure that they get it, and that is what has translated into this victory. So indeed, a big setback for the Samajwadi Party, although we have also spoken to Ramji Suman, who just given us an interview and said that they will work on it, what has gone wrong, why they're losing the confidence of their own people. And what is very important is that these people were, there were a lot of buzz that they might go with the BJP. Even after that, Samajwadi Party was not able to retain them, at least for the first preferences. But indeed, BJP has set again the bar high with all these 8 candidates going straight to the Rajya Sabha, and now they are claiming that 80 out of 80 is what the next target is, and 8 out of 8 has given a lot of confidence to the BJP cadre. Yes.
Abhishek Mishra, thanks very much for joining us. There's a point that Abhishek makes that this gives a huge confidence, huge boost. What have we seen, Preeti, in Uttar Pradesh in the last couple of weeks? Jayant Chaudhary of the Rashtriya Lok Dal switching sides. We've seen a few BSP MLAs, Bahujan Samaj Party MLAs switching sides. We've also seen Rahul Gandhi and Akhilesh Yadav coming to a seat-sharing agreement, or Congress and SP, and then Akhilesh participating in Rahul Gandhi's rally. But at the moment, the UP ke ladke seem incapable of really taking on the Upyogi or the Modi Yogi model.
Well, okay, I'll tell you what I found most fascinating in Uttar Pradesh. Every time a Samajwadi Party MLA who cross-voted would come out and he'd say, "Maine apni antaratma ka suna," my subconscious. And it's fascinating, Rajdeep, that only that number or only those number of MLAs which the BJP needed to switch over to win the 8th seat and snag one from Samajwadi Party, only their subconscious has actually spoken up. What explains a Raja Bhaiya subconscious? Till 2 months ago, there was an active CBI case against him. And he came out and even his subconscious spoke up. Now, interesting in all of that. But having said that, the Samajwadi Party is a failure. They should have managed this election better.
Whether it is the failure of the opposition or whether it is simply the BJP now being this domineering force that uses every tool available to try and ensure that the opposition is in complete, is decimated. That's the big question.